Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and for the last month in August, we actually qualified again for top 1200 Mythic, finishing in the mid 900s. So I'm double qualified for the Mythic Invitational Qualifier on September 12th. It's a historic format, so over the next few days we'll be testing out decks. I'm leaning most likely to Blue-White Auras. It's just a deck I'm most familiar with, but I want to try out some of the other top tier decks to kind of get a feel, see what we want to play. So we're going to kick things off with Mono Green Planeswalkers. This is a list from Yeoman5 on Twitter. I made a couple changes to the sideboard just from rarity from wildcards section. But to get started, just kind of a note, September on Twitch is September, so they're offering 30% off for new subs. If you do enjoy the content on the channel and have considered and you're feasible to make a purchase right now, it'd be a great time to get in as a sub. It doesn't generate a huge amount, doesn't cost that much either, but it is a way to help support the channel, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could. Instructions, if you're catching this on YouTube, are in the video description. But to jump into it, this is Mono Green Planeswalkers, sometimes referred to as Mono Green Pioneer. It is built around kind of the concept of leveraging early ramp into a turn 3 Nissa, and then using Karn the Great Curator and Vivian Arkbow as a wish package to get stuff out of your sideboard. So really the concepts of the decks are ramp. So you have 7 1-mana ramps, a bunch of 2-mana ramp style effects, and then 3 mana into Llanowar Visionary. And then your payoffs are like Voracious Hydra, make a really big one. Karn can get you stuff on the sideboard. Vivian makes all these small things bigger. Elder Gargaroth, which is just a beast, and then literally and figuratively. And then Nissa, at this point, you're fairly certain you know what Nissa does. Put counters on creatures and annoy the hell out of your opponent. Mana base, really simple. You have a Castle Garenbridge for ramp, and then 1 Cascading Cataract. Cascading Cataracts is an indestructible land for Nissa, but we also in the sideboard, and we can pivot there, we have a Golos. So Cascading Cataracts makes the 5-colored mana you need to activate Golos. You do need 8 mana as opposed to 7 to pay for the price, but it is another way to activate that. So kind of going through the sideboard, you have 2 Grafdigger's Cage, very good hate piece in this format, Soul Guide Lantern to deal with graveyards, 2 Scavenging Ooze, 1 Spyglass. I opted to go, so in Yeoman's list, they had a 4th Gargaroth, I'm playing 3, and they had 1 Craterhoof Behemoth. I don't have Craterhoof. I'm testing out these. I like to have a way to destroy enchantments or artifacts in the main board, or like at least in the wish package. Against auras or stuff like that, it's reasonable. And then Questing Beast is really good against like Planeswalker heavy decks, something to kind of punch through there. So I wanted to try these out. Otherwise, it's like 73 out of 75, the same as his list. Another Gargaroth versus like the more creature-based matchups. Golos can kind of ramp you ahead and get you free value. A Godpharaoh statue is a way to drain your opponent and tax them. A Krona's Memorial versus like mono black, goblins, mono red, gives all your stuff protection. First strike, trample, haste, flying, basically keyword soup. Meteor Golem is removal. Platinum Angel basically just beats auras. There's no way for them to take it off the battlefield. Similarly with like goblins, unless they have Trashmaster in their list, or they have the Goblin, Trashmaster, or the 2-mana one. It's difficult for them to deal with. And then we also have a Great Henge, just for life gain and stuff like that, card advantage. So we'll run it through, see how it goes. We are plat tier 3 after the reset. Started this month off really poorly with decks. One of those, no matter what you started playing, you just kind of lose. I was playing goblins to try. I had, in a turn, I was able to cast Muxus twice, just based on my board position. Okay, well, we're playing number 12 Mythic off the get-go. This hand doesn't do anything. We'll keep this hand. Probably put away a Mind Stone. So I cast 2 Muxus. And out of 12 cards, I hit 1 Goblin. I actually hit a 6-lander. And that was the point. I turned off Arena and just walked away. So, you know, I don't know what they're on. I know on Twitter there was a race for a bunch of people to hit Mythic early. Okay, mono red goblins, so we're gonna go get Cage. And then main board, they won't have an answer for Platinum Angel, so we'll probably go get Platinum Angel second. So let's go get Cage first. This will shut off at least the Muxus components. We'd love to hit a land here. Chieftain. Okay, they pick off Karn there. So here. I'm just going to play out both. I have a backup Nisa, so I'm not as concerned. So I'd like another Karn here, or Vivian would be good. Okay, so this is the downside with this mono green walkers deck. You don't have like traditional removal. So it's a little difficult to deal with this. Okay, so they're killing Nisa anyways, so we're just going to let this come through. Okay, Voracious Hydra is pretty good here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Nisa. Then we're gonna fight the Chieftain. It shrinks their stuff. Then we'll be able to eat one of these at least if they play out the Ringleader for haste. They can play out both of these that we know of at least. Gargaroth would be nice. Vivian would be nice. Okay, it's actually pretty solid for them. Because they get the Ringleader as well. And Krenko. So they're going to go pretty wide here on us. So double Ringleader in the main is a little unusual. You usually only see one. And they'll play like a flex spot. So they probably bring in Trashmaster. Would have had a nice flip. We're probably still dead this game. And this is one of the downsides. I was a little worried about the deck. So how much is this dealing? 11, 12, 13, 14. So they put me at lethal. Probably dead here. So even with the hate piece, just not enough. And then Hydra doesn't do enough here either. I hit him here. 6, so I can do x4. So we fight Muxus here. They can go wide, but see if we can maybe sneak this out. Matron will get the ringleader, is my guess. Yeah, now we're dead. Good rips by the opponent. I want the other Gargaroth. Don't think Vivian's as good in this matchup. Probably also want the Oozes. Let's trim a Karn. Trim a Wolf Willow. They'll bring in Trashmaster post board. And that's the power of goblins. They won through hate pieces. If we draw lands, we're okay. Opponent's hand's a bit slower this turn. Okay. I think we... I think we keep building our mana. I think I'm cool trading here if they want. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes. See if they attack in here. The elves are really the only thing that get hit by Chain Whirler. One, two. I think we still go Karn here. Just hold this back as a blocker. Then I think we probably get Angel. So ideally we draw a land that lets me Nissa. And then with the 2 mana cast Mind Stone and then cast Grafdigger Cage. They could Muxus this turn. One of their hits is a mountain. See what they do. Okay, perfect. think what we do... We can get Golos. This is probably best. Angel's a little suspect if they do have, what's it called? Trashmaster. Okay, they have a braid. So we can get Muxus here and die. Looks like the case. They did not get a haste enabler. Okay, so we have a turn. We have a turn. Okay, we have Voracious Hydra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 7. So if I play this, so let's see, realistically, play this, I can animate it. Seven, 11, 13, 16, 19. Sick. Got there, got there, got there. Didn't even need Voracious. Okay, so they do have a braid, and they brought in Chain Whirler. So we probably still want that. We know they have a braid. Elf's still just really good to have. Maybe instead of Explore, we do play Wolf Willow because it's guaranteed ramp. Just go from there. So had we got Platinum Angel, we would have lost that game. Alright, we're on Mindstone Tribal. So hopefully dodge some sort of ramp here. Because if I play Krenko out this turn, I don't have enough. Get Chieftain. Probably fight Chieftain here. Can I take a turn off? No, I think I need to fight this. This makes Krenko a lot scarier. Okay, we're getting Muxus next turn, potentially. Chieftain down as well. Yikes. Yeah, then Krenko comes down. No Ugins in this list. Pretty bad. We're just dead here. Can't beat this. Alright. Taking the L there. I might want Ugin. Some number in the sideboard. Let's cut Questing Beast. Let's also cut... I think we keep the rest. Let's just play an Ugin in the side. Ugin's really good. So we saw what we can do, like steal games with like Citadel and stuff, or with Akroma's Memorial. At least we're playing someone in Platinum now. So I'll probably explore first. Sultai. So next turn I could Llanowar Visionary and Mind Stone. That's super annoying. Well, they did miss. Oh, I'm an idiot. I needed to Mind Stone, then Llanowar Visionary. It's probably going to cost us. Okay, they have Shark Typhoon. So I probably play Gargaroth this turn. Oh. If they take that, that means they likely have removal for Gargaroth. It's next weekend. There's a counterspell. Okay. Rough. Let's just play these out. Okay, so I can fight a Nisa land at least. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play out Visionary because even if they kill this, I want to take this off the battlefield so I can start drawing cards. Heartless Act. Opponent's got it all. Yeah, at this point I'm not coming back. Okay, so we probably want Ooze and Ugin against them. Probably the Gargaroth as well. Gonna trim 2 Karns, or maybe keep a Karn. Trim 2 Voracious Hydras. Probably just a Goose. know. The more I play this deck, like, people are winning with it, but it feels like so many games you just don't have interaction. No. Stupid auto tapper. Just ramp this out. It's a big body. If they had Heartless Act, they could have removed the counters, though. Could be seeing an Extinction event here. Nope, just a row. Like, while you get hate pieces in this deck, like Sultai having removal, is just powerful. We've also drawn literally one non-spell this game. Probably getting Nisa'd here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 mana next turn. Not quite enough. Puts 4 cards in the graveyard. So they can go like Thoughtseize. Oh, that's... Fetch, Thoughtseize me. Take my Ugin, cast Uro. We have 3 mana up. Just pulse. So can go Cage. I can go Spyglass. I think we go Spyglass. Extinction Event, Shark Typhoon, and Hydrate Crisis. Nisa. Stops the tokens from being made. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably just big crisis here. I can -2 here. So, Occlusion of Ugin's already kind of paying off. Pact to negate. Are you fucking kidding? This is not the deck for me. Alright, I'm gonna switch up and play a different deck because that is not the deck for me. Let's play some Sultai maybe. Let's see what's up on Arena Zone. Let's see what people have been placing with. Mono White Solemnity. Best of 1. I need a best of 3 deck. Historic Mono Green Stompy. Unable to access deck list. Don't want to play Citadel. Don't feel like playing Control. The Rakdos Sacrifice is kind of boring. Don't have the Dread Wanderers. One pack, the Ooze, Gargaroth. Yeah, let's try this one. What are we missing? Fetid Pools. Alright, so what are we dealing with? 2 Sweepers, a Pulse, Heartless Act, Eliminate, 1 Krasis. Okay, interesting numbers. Pact, Negate, Legion's End, 3 Ooze, some Cries, another event, and Gargaroth. Sultai mid. Let me get this on Stream Decker. So this list is Terrasic. They finished 43rd. Yep, keep this. So this is likely the Mono Black God Pharaoh gift list. Okay, bodes well. Don't feel like you taking my cards. So that lets us Nisa next turn, and then I'm able to Growth Spiral as well, and then just get Ugin going. Opponent's mana base is a little awkward if they're missing lands. Priest. The Censor's an interesting inclusion in the deck. I may just want the Pact main, to be honest. Breaker. So they can sack this to make me sack a land. but I'm still coming out pretty far ahead on that exchange. One, two, so 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw another land, I can just naturally do it. I can also Thoughtseize here. Hit a gate. So gate needs 6 creatures, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of Swamp. X2. Now we're in a pretty good spot. So I think we start. Nope, nope. Start by Thoughtseizing. Cavalier and Massacre Worm. They're closer to casting this. So let's cast you, see if we hit a removal first. Okay, let's get it to full control. Kill this. Alright, Sultai things. So in this matchup, Legion's End looks good, Cry looks good, Advent uses Gargaroth. Want to go probably more creature heavy. Don't need Narset. On the play, we can get rid of Censor, I think. Maybe Trim. One Uro. 2 Thoughtseize. Just like all Doomblade matchup, kill everything. Notice the sideboard doesn't have a way to deal with artifacts or enchantments. May want something like Rexage. So the best draws in this deck are turn 1 Crypt Breaker, turn 2 Last Step Reaver. Draws a card. It's going to be a Cry next turn. Okay, so they have the gate. Yeah, I do think we Cry here because it keeps these out, and then they only have 1 creature in the graveyard, and then next turn I'll just Scavenging Ooze and eat their stuff. Okay, they got Burn Maggot. Have your pick opponent. So looks like we're gonna Uro this turn. Play these out. Not enough to get it back yet. Okay, so they Take Nisa here. Second gate. It's just Uro here. We'll fetch. This Uro card's pretty good, chat. So I can Heartless Act this next turn, play out the Ooze. I should have got prioritized more forests. That's 2 creatures. 3 creatures. That's okay, because I can eat these 2 things. We take a hit, and then it's fine. Cast you. Untap a forest. Okay, so I think I got what we gotta do. So make double green. So then make triple green. Just eat the brain maggots. They need to hit a creature here. They need 3 creatures in their graveyard, with 2 mana also available. Okay, keep it on top. Oh, that's probably the best draw they could have had. So they're at 5. They'll be at 6 creatures, yep. Then they get Fiend Artisan. They can get 2 God Pharaoh's Gifts here. Now they get Cavalier. Cavalier fights my Ooze. And then they take out my Nisa. Now they gotta sack something. You get Fiend Artisan. Still have a lot of outs in our deck. Languish, Extinction Event. Okay, well, in terms of things we like to see, still think we need to cast Uro here. It's just a good blocker. Just short green mana here. So I take 11, 15, 19, so I got to block with Ooze. Yeah, we just needed them not to hit Stitcher that turn. Because even Ugin doesn't do it at this point because they keep getting the haste creatures back. That's interesting. What are they getting? Masker Worm? Oh, Ravenous Chupacabra. Because then this could die, come back. Sack this. See if they see the line. No, they didn't. So they could have sacked the Ravenous Chupacabra and then brought it back and then fought Uro with it. So opponent's giving us an out. It's not the out we wanted. Gives us another shot at something. Maelstrom Pulse would be nice here. Let's get rid of this. Like now I could block everything-ish. They still have the Chupacabra that'll come back and kill this. Gargaroth would be good. One Chupacabra. They have another Fiend Artisan. I think I want to rebuild this sideboard. I want ley lines. Nine, 13, no blocks. I'm not winning this game by blocking. Reaver. Yeah, just gonna card draw. Doesn't quite do it. Alright, game 3. Do we want Pact? think we want sensor. Don't think Shark Typhoon does much for us in this matchup. I think being able to disrupt them early can be decent. Our deck's mainly lands. They might take Cry. No, they take the use. Today is one of those days where I feel like we're just not gonna be rewarded. I do think we want a second Krasis main. Well, them flipping 3 lands is good. And it looks like I'm drawing Heartless Act or Legion's End, because why not? 28 lands. Can't draw a third. Like, we have a ton of removal. The thing, too, is they have Phyrexian Tower. Why couldn't you have been untapped? Get my arrow back. One, two, three. Black land, black land, black land. Because I might want an Extinction Event next turn. I'm gonna most likely Cry. Keep it on top. Which means it's likely, what's it called? The artifact. Yeah, Gate. So they can sack their board, create the mana, and then just get this back. Yeah, this is kind of silly. Mana base wise. I think we do want ley lines. Just taking too much damage at this point. I can Cry this away. Okay, it's not a bad draw. They can sack and set up their scries. And then I have Extinction Event as a follow-up. If I draw land, I can Uro and eliminate. But like I'm already down, I'll be down to 3. Do they have... They don't have thing. Okay. This is frustrating. This should probably be an easy matchup. Sack it, give it haste. They got me. I don't think you want, like... Just tank my rating. Like, that's probably fine. Probably go down a sensor, go up a second crisis. Just seems good. And, like, don't need a Narset. Probably don't need the other Legion's End. Probably want just another Pulse and another Gargaroth. Let's try this out. Pulse lets me deal with artifacts. I think we're okay with the oozes, but we'll try again, see how it goes. I think in this format you just gotta be super linear. Do this. Thought sees them on 2. Well, we're going to take some damage. That's actually a decent draw because I don't get hit here. Combo. I think we take the Visionary here. Thoughtseize Bug. Come on. Okay, I can use an arrow here. Like any of our removal. Their mana's a little cramped right now. Are you kidding me? So we can take them off mana. Just lets them... I can only cast one thing per the turn. Anyways, I can take them off Priest, which is their sack outlet. I think we take them off Priest here. That also, if we get Uro, plays better. Another land, because why not? We got outs. Just haven't drawn them. Languish, Extinction Event, Ugin at this point. Ugin would be best. Actually, we need Ugin at this point. I'm dead otherwise. Okay, something. Block here, take 4. That's so stupid. So stupid. Trim an arrow. Last game we draw 4 lands. This in the entire game. This game we draw 12. So they do have Citadel in this deck. We can attack them a couple ways. No green mana on this hand. Okay, I think we keep this hand. Gonna put back the Shark Typhoon. Just prioritize getting Cry here. I might Uro next turn to get them to commit a little bit more to the board unless they have something like Woe Strider. It is a bit worse if they have Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think we Uro this turn. Give me a land. This game we're not going to draw lands. Okay, so that's definitely Collected Company. I might eat my own Uro, depending on what they flip off this company. Wow, they missed on company. Okay, so they have another company. So I think what we do... Crisis for 2 here, try to hit a land drop. I'm not going to attack in with this in case they get a blocker. They get Priest here. So it's actually okay because I can sack the Hydrate Crisis now. And then that gives me something to eat. They do get to draw some cards here, which kind of sucks. Let's go Woe Strider. They are at 5 mana. They got Celebrate. Okay. They're going to do a lot of damage to me. Okay, so I got both of these. So that gives me an ability to eat 2 things. So I want to eat this Woe... Oh, actually, Woe Strider, I'll get exiled. I was kind of hoping they didn't have a sack outlet this turn. might just be dead. Because they're going to deal 10 to me. Going back to auras, I think. So I'll get exiled. They're most likely going to have something else in hand. The hope is they like play Citadel and then miss on it. I'm going to hold this up. There's something I can eat in there, but okay, that's fine. I have Nisa. Let's gain another life here. Nisa token can attack into this, and then I can play out another ooze. Okay, they might have Citadel. Can I Nisa? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack Vraska. So I can ooze and eat 2 things in their graveyard. Which doesn't do a whole lot. I think we just need to Uro and then hope they don't have Citadel. I have Pulse. I have Legion's End afterwards. Got double pulse for next turn. This insulates my life total a bit as well. Okay, Citadel in. That's kind of annoying. That sets up their scry. They don't have any drain effects, but them hitting that sucks. This can also draw them a card. Let's see what they're doing here. And that's their drain element. And they should have us dead now. Yeah. They sack 10 things. They got us. Well, folks, no deck we played tonight was winning for us, which is quite unfortunate. We're in the dreads of Plat 4 again. Pretty much how my month's gone so far. We have a good month, and then we just can't win with any deck. I don't think this is the configuration you want, necessarily. Like, it's got powerful stuff, but it felt like you're just too far behind against some of those combo decks. But we'll give it a shot, play some more. Obviously, it's worked for some people. I still think, like, Aura's just attacks at a good angle, doesn't get hit by some of the hate cards. If Mono Green Walkers is around, it's a little tough, but otherwise, it's reasonable overall. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Appreciate everyone stopping by. As always, you can catch my content on my YouTube channel. Thanks for